Hi, this is Jeff Zakharoff, Director of Career Services for the College of Textiles. Welcome to EPack tutorial number 1, creating your profile and uploading your documents. Please see the additional following videos that will cover other aspects of using EPack. My contact information is here. If at any point you have questions or want to come meet with me, please don't hesitate to reach out and I'll be more than happy to walk through how to use the system. Okay, so let's jump right in. Why use EPack? Well, there are a lot of ways that students look for jobs and internships, but EPack is by far the #1 place, the first place you should be getting your search. It's not to say it's the only place you can look for jobs and internships, but anytime an employer reaches out to me and wants to post an opportunity for students, it goes into this system. So you want to make sure this is where you're beginning and using this system often. In addition to finding jobs and internships, you can also research employers, industries, and contacts, sign up for interviews, track all of your applications so you know which employers you've reached out to. You can RSVP for workshops and events, as well as the Fabric of Success. You can also see who's coming to the College of Textiles Career Fair and see what opportunities they've posted. You can schedule appointments with me, one-on-one through the system. As a student, you have access to EPack for 1 year after graduation. After that, if you wanted to extend your access, you'd need to go through the Alumni Association. Of course, as a College of Textiles alumni, you do have lifetime access for career services in the terms of receiving job postings, as well as meeting with me for help with any of your documents or any other activities related to your search. But if you want to extend your EPack again, you'll need to go through the Alumni Association for that. Of course, this is the link to log in. Hopefully you know that by now. If you lose that, you can find it on the College Textiles Career Services page as well as the Career Development Center. Alright, so a couple things to keep in mind when using EPack. The more you use it, the more useful it's going to be. It has a built-in learning predictive logic, artificial intelligence component that is going to find opportunities for you that match your profile, as well as previous searches that you've done. So the more you use it, the more it's going to get familiarized with the types of things you're looking for and will populate your feed similar to like a LinkedIn with opportunities. New positions are being posted continuously, especially as the recruiting season starts in September. You'll see more and more opportunities posted. These get added to multiple times a week, sometimes even daily. So make sure you're monitoring the system often. You can set up save searches so it'll notify you when new jobs are added that match your interests, which we'll get to in another video. One thing I will say, the system's fantastic, but like any system, it's not perfect. You might find when you do a search by a keyword for a job, for example, you might get back, one result or one job in the mix that doesn't maybe fit or doesn't match with what you're looking for. And you might think, well, why is it, giving me this job as a suggestion? Again, it's going to key off of some of your search terms and some of your past history. So, if you find a job that ends up in your feed and it doesn't fit, just ignore it and move on. That should be the exception, not the rule. But if at any point you're finding that the search method or search approach isn't working, just let me know. There's a couple quirks with its functionality, I will say. You don't want to use the back button in EPack. You want to use the breadcrumb trail at the top of the page as one thing to keep in mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into the system. Once you've logged in using your email address or your Unity account and your password, you'll come to a page that looks like this. If it's your first time logging in, it's going to take you to your profile or your account information directly. So let's just go there for now. I'm logged in as a fake student account, but there's 3 tabs under My Account: Personal, Academic, and Privacy. Your basic standard contact information. This is uploaded from the registrar. Do keep in mind you want to come back and update this each semester just to make sure it's always current so that employers know how to get a hold of you. Going to hit Save Changes and Continue. This part you want to pay close attention to. It's going to have some of your preloaded information about your graduation date, you're in school, and so forth. Make sure this is accurate. Sometimes it's not. If it's been uploaded and maybe you changed majors or maybe your grad date has changed, just make sure this information reflects your current status and that you come back and update it frequently. You'll notice there's a GPA entry here. That's something we can't change here from this office. That comes directly from the registrar. So if you have questions about that, you'll need to follow up there, but that's something we can't change. All right, a couple more things. Work authorization, just make sure that's up to date and accurate. And then you'll see here there are some expectations that we want to hold you accountable for in terms of ethical job searching and making sure that you're being honest and being a good representative and ambassador for the College of Textiles and NC State. by moving through your job search in an ethical and honest way, and then you'll need to check this box. If you have any questions about any of these things, please let me know. Then here at the bottom, you'll see different fields for job interests and functions and things like this. Fill this out as best as you can. Don't be concerned if you're not sure what to pick. I would pick more things than, caution on the side of being more inclusive than being too selective. Again, this is going to be used to key off in addition to your other searching activities, the types of things the system's going to anticipate you're interested in. And you can always come back and change this. All right, we're going to save that, move on. And then lastly, just some privacy things here. If you want your resume included, from time to time employers will reach out and want to have a book of resumes or several resumes sent to them based on certain criteria. So if an employer reached out to me and said, I have an opening for a TADM student or a TADM May 19 graduate with a 3.0 GPA. If your resume met those criteria and you clicked yes here, when I did a search for your resume, I would find yours and send it to the employer. So that's totally up to you if you want to include that. Promote me to employers. This isn't a function we use, so you can leave that as no. If you want to receive email alerts or job blasts or have your calendar updated, you can click those things as well here. Save changes and continue, and you should be good with setting up your account. The one other area that you'll need to update is under Profile here, which is a lot of information that would be similar to your resume if you want to include those things, skills, experience, competencies, and so forth. If you want to publish your profile, that means it's going to give you your own unique website or link to this information, sort of like LinkedIn does with its profile. Okay, so once you do those things, the system's going to automatically take you to this Documents area. This is where you would upload your resume and cover letter. You're going to need that in the system to apply for positions. You can upload up to 10 different resumes in the system. Why would you want to do that? Well, let's say you're applying to a specific job that you want to really have a targeted objective for, or maybe you want to change your resume for a particular position. You can upload a resume for company XYZ, send it to them when you apply, and then delete it or deactivate it so that resume isn't used again. You will need to have what's called a default resume. This will typically be the first one you upload. It'll be your most general resume that can fit many different aspects should an employer want to receive one of those resume books I mentioned earlier. Similarly with cover letters, you can upload a cover letter targeted for a particular employer should you want to do that. One thing to keep in mind is that once you upload a document into the system, it converts to a PDF, and then you are no longer able to edit it. So if you want to make changes, you'll just need to upload your new version, just like uploading a document to any system. Label it your name, first name, last name, resume, choose where you want it to come from, and it'll upload it. And there's other documents here, of course, you can upload. So yeah, if you want a resume to have changes made to your resume, then you'll need to upload a new one and delete the existing one. Similarly with transcripts, if you want to upload those, there's a tutorial here on how to do that. So those are the first basic steps you'll need to go through in order to get your account set up and be ready to apply for jobs and internships. The next video, we're going to cover how to search for opportunities, so please check that out. And if you have any questions, as always, come see me. And thanks for watching.